know it's still very early in the season, but still, just how defined are these teams at this point?
Kevin, it varies squad to squad in a big way. Some teams are very solid now. Things are pretty set in stone. Others are looking for what really works in the moment of truth.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. We've got Asar Thompson. Jalen Williams is out there with Demon. Then it's Khalil Ware. And it's George in at the 3. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Cavaliers.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
4 on the clock. And here's Doncic from the arc. He is hauled in by Paul George. Here's Indiana. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
Williams against Leonard. Pass to Thompson. Here's Johnson for the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I love the confidence from Johnson. I want to see him continue taking these types of shots.
Here's Demon. Guarded by Doncic. Here's Demon. 9 points last game out. To the paint. Here's Ware. That shot is off. Good D by Lopez. Leonard the pass to Doncic. Lopez up top. Pass to Leonard. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
Thompson outside. And stolen by Leonard. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Lopez sets a screen for Doncic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pacers trail by 5. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks done everyone with a maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
And staying offensively, clearly where the Blazers have the most room for growth.
Well, Kevin, better shooting and playmaking first and foremost. But in particular, improving their rates of assists and turnovers will be key. Well, it'll be fun to watch Asar Thompson develop over his first few years in the league.
That one misses. Portland leading by 4. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, the head coach for the Trailblazers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I brought up Jalen Williams, and Coach said that he has a plan. Williams is an impressive all-around player. Coach did admit that, but we're hoping for some physical, high-pressure defense that will put him off his game a little tonight. A simple strategy, but Coach seems confident that it'll get results. Kevin, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Now, here's Doncic. 17 points for him last game against Cleveland.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
First team foul.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 5. On the wing, Thompson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
Williams in the post. He's up against Thompson. Williams can't get it to go.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Lopez, a screen on Williams. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Look, I'm not sure what's going on with him. 0 for the night. Might be time to give someone else a chance. Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And Thompson kicks to Johnson. Back to Thompson. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lopez sets a screen for Doncic. A three-pointer is right on target.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Here's Demon. No scoring in this one. Outside Williams. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. In third, the Pacers.
Well, last year they were an excellent passing team. They want that to continue into this year.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for Indiana. Trailblazers leading by 8. Now, here's Doncic. Lets it go from deep. Paul George grabs the miss.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Good D by Thompson. And here's Portland. They're on an 11-3 run.
Never easy guarding Luka. He looks to get to the line. Amongst the toughest covers in the NBA.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Trailblazers.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Take a break.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
No good on that one.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
And he sinks the second. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Now here's Thompson. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. On the wing, Doncic. Inside, Lopez. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's Demon. He has yet to score. Outside, George launches it. Good on the three-point shot.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
Doncic passes to Johnson. Back to Doncic. Wing shot on the way, and he hits the jump shot. Doncic has got 6 points.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Pacers trail by 10. Williams looking over the floor. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Thompson.
And Jalen Williams' game is unique. His combination of power and finesse, you don't see that many with that skill set.
And he makes the first. So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Pacers also changing it up. I mean, he's checked in for Azar Thompson. Max Christie comes in for George. And it's done in for Demon. And Williams drops them both. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Portland. They're leading by 8. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year. Williams kicks to Melton. Here's Dick. Rebound by Williams.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Shot from 12. It's rebounded by Dick. Trailblazers leading by 8. Williams inside, and he makes that one.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Here's Dunn. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Allen outside. Back to Dick. Pass to Melton. Lets it go with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Count it.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Now Williams, the 3. The shot missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Stan Patrick Williams has established himself as a 3D player out in the wing.
Well, look, Kevin, the one thing you know you're going to get out of Patrick Williams every night is a great effort at the defensive end of the floor, and that's a great starting point. So when you put him in a game, you know darn well he's going to help you defensively, not going to make many mistakes offensively, and then it just comes down to how well is he going to shoot the ball. Well, for Williams, the most important thing is remaining healthy, because when he does that, he's an impactful player.
Melton with the ball. Still scoreless. Dick finds Eubanks. Outside Williams. Here's Melton. Portland no good that time either. Pacers trail by 5. Here's Fleming. And it's done in the corner from downtown. And he's good on the 3 ball.
That's a nice shot, helping to space the floor for his team.
The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Now here's Williams. He's guarded closely. Down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Here's Indiana. They're on a 13-5 run here. Martin finds Williams. Shot against Melton. Dunn misses.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this way.
To the middle. Here's Allen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Grayson Allen. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And Allen drops them both. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Trailing by 5. Williams, a screen on Allen. Here's Christie. And the Pacers another 3.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Pass to Williams. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Gunshot's good.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Williams. Melton sets a screen for Williams. Dick in the corner. Over Martin. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Fleming, and he dumps it down.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Williams looking around. Allen outside. Pass to Eubanks. Run against Melton. Three-pointer. No good that time. Indiana's gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Here's Fleming. Williams passes to Martin. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Trailblazers shooting at around 42% since the opening tip. And that one drops for him. Williams has got 7 points. Christie against Allen. Now Christie over Allen. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Trailblazers lead by 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
Allen is out there with Doncic. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Johnson, and it's Eubanks in at the center, locking down the middle. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Here's Christie. Here's Dunn. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And that's a huge shot there, the three-pointer and the foul. Not the kind of defensive play they were hoping for.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
1 shot.
Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered in the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard for the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Pacers in 5th.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Eubanks. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Demon. Guarded by Doncic. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Steps back. Here's Doncic. quick shot there, and it's off target. Indiana's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Here's Thompson. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Here's Doncic. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Pacers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Back to you, Kevin.
They're for real. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Pass to Johnson. Over Thompson. Shot by Johnson, no good. The Pacers with the lead. Here's Demon. Shoots. And no good.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Here's Demon. Still without a basket. Pass to Dunn. Fires from deep. Rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Trailblazers. Doncic dishes to Leonard. Over Thompson. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Ware's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Christie. To the inside. It's stolen by Johnson. And here's Doncic from the arc. That's good. It's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Demon. Pass to Christie. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Portland. And a change for the Pacers. Williams is checked in. Portland leading by 4. Lopez outside. Back to Doncic. Portland again missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Demon. Still yet to score. Williams a screen on Doncic. Here's Demon. The kick out to Williams. Knocks down the 3 ball.
You set him up, Williams will typically knock it down.
Doncic feeling it out. From outside the arc. Lopez finds Doncic. Lopez sets a screen for Doncic. Shoots the 3. They grab their own miss.
Well, Lopez is a sometimes overpowering presence inside, which is why defenses resort to fouling.
The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And the first one drops. Stan, we know Brook Lopez is revered as a teammate for his contributions both on and off the floor.
Well, Kevin, I think that teammates very quickly pick up on guys who are unselfish both on and off the floor and care more about the team, the group, the community than their own accomplishments, and that becomes immediately obvious with Brook Lopez.
Christie kicks to Williams. Pass to Demon. Over in the corner, Christie. The three. And it's Demon missing.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
Thompson outside. Jacks up a three. Pacers with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
George against Doncic. Williams sends a screen for George. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Williams.
Yeah, Williams much more physical than most think. He can get through that contact.
Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Well, I know what their coach is preaching in this huddle. Can you guys please stop turning it over?
A different look now for Portland. Williams comes in for Johnson. And it's D'Anthony Melton in for Luka Doncic. The Pacers also with a sub. Fleming's checked in. From deep, George. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Williams, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 9 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Thompson against George. To the middle. And a missed layup. Portland leading by 6. And Thompson kicks to Melton. Lopez sets a screen for Melton. A three-pointer off the mark.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And Thompson sends it back.
In terms of off guards, Thompson is an all-defensive team-level player, can compete with the best of them.
Fleming the pass to Thompson. Over Thompson. And Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 6 here in this quarter. Portland's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Thompson against George. And Thompson kicks to Melton. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And his shot just hasn't been there in this one. Luckily, his team has been able to make up the difference.
Outside, George. Pass to Demon. Pocket 6. Back to George. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Melton on the wing. Williams cans it from downtown. Williams has got 12 in the game.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Thompson against George. It's the Demon. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Williams for 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Melton, that's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
A nice shot by George.
Quick decision right there from George, not giving the D any time to react.
Here's Melton. It's tipped. They recover it. There's Williams with the 3 and another 3 for Portland.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter. 3rd of the game so far.
To the paint. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And really, the line a season ago was just a battle for him. Just about a 72% free throw shooter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Williams, he's checked in for Azar Thompson. Caleb Martin comes in for George. And it's done in for Demon.
And just over 80% from the line right now. A big improvement over what they shot in that first quarter.
Pass to Fleming. Outside Martin. Williams, a screen on Dick. Martin wide open. He fires. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Williams. He's got 18. And here is Dunn. Pass to Williams. Dunn kicks to Williams. Indiana moving the ball around. Williams, a screen on Williams. It's tipped. Stolen by Allen. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lays it up off the glass. Williams has got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Outside, Martin. Knocks it loose. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Lopez finds Dick. Now here's Melton. 6 to shoot for 3. Happy to see that one drop, shooting a paltry 2 for 9.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Pass to Martin. This one for 3. Dunn misses. Trailblazers leading by 15. On the wing, Melton. And here is Williams. No good with the layup.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up in.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their work from beyond the arc has been to highlight a lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Get ready for the from the Pocket Life Arena Entertainment.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Taking a look at Portland, it's still too early to tell. I mean, can't judge a movie based on the first 15 minutes. Gotta let things develop.
Yeah, I could judge your movies off the first 5 minutes.
Easy, easy, easy. And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Indiana Pacers.
It ain't right.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So here's Portland. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Here's who Rick Carlisle starting the second half with. We've got Williams. Williams is out there with the Sar Thompson. Then there's Demon, and it's George in at the small forward position.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
Here's Demon. Nothing on the board. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. Portland grabs the miss. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Leonard dishes to Doncic. Now, here's Johnson. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's turnover number 2 on the game, doing a nice job in terms of ball control.
Pacers trail by 17. And a minute played as the second half gets going. George against Johnson. The shot by George, no good. Trailblazers shooting here about 46% for the game. Doncic passes to Leonard. Lopez against Williams. Lopez kicks to Thompson. Pass to Leonard. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Demon. Guarded by Doncic. Outside Williams. Williams, a screen on Thompson. Here's Demon. Down low. Here's Williams. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Thompson.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
At the break of the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. In third, the Pacers.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
No good on the free throw. Eubanks, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. He hits the second from the line. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Pass to Thompson. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, and they're able to get their first bucket of the second half after 4 straight misses.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 12. Here's Leonard. And Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
Williams from outside bangs home the trifecta. Williams has got 10.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game. The Pacers making a change here. Christie's checked in.
Indiana substitution. Number 00, Max Christie.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Johnson kicks to Doncic. There's a screen. It's up a 3. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Kawhi Leonard. Great showing for him last season. Averaged 21 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
Christie kicks to George. Thompson, a screen on Johnson. Here's George. And again, it's Indiana.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about, and then decide." Back to you, Kevin.
He keeps them guessing. Allie, we thank you very much. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
The craftiness on his finish helped Thompson grab the whistle on that play.
The Pacers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
One shot.
One shot.
And that one misses. Trailblazers leading by 9. Doncic outside. There's the lob to the hoop. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Clock at 4. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. The triple! Doncic!
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there'll be more in store.
Here's Demon. Scoreless thus far. Williams has a screen for George. Ball's not loose, and they recover it. Doncic with it. He's got 15. Lets the 3 fly. They get it again. Johnson. George with the defensive effort. Pacers trail by 12. Here's Demon. Outside, George. There's Williams, and it's Williams with the jam.
Well, every team needs a guy like Williams who's willing to do the dirty work.
Pass to Eubanks. Back to Thompson. Doncic outside. From deep. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Here's Christie. He's got 5. Now Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Demon. Fires for 3. And it's Luka with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Here's Thompson. Eubanks. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
It's dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers.
for Portland. Williams, he's checked in for Leonard. Dick comes in for Keldon Johnson. Allen's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Luka Doncic. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Khalil Ware's checked in for Williams. Fleming comes in for Asar Thompson. Martin's checked in for George. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Demon. Martin against Dick. Christie the pass to Ware. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Outside, Martin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dunn left side. There's the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Dunn's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pacers. Portland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. It's Allen on the wing. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. The 4th spot held by Chris Dunn.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
And he can't get the first one. Williams, he's checked in for Martin. And the second free throw, good. And it's Indiana's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Fleming. And it's Dunn in the corner, tipped away. Fleming the pass to Christie. Here's Ware. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line.
Take a break.
They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
First free throw is good. And so Ware nails both of them. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Williams. And Fleming pulls it down. Fleming's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Christie, and he slams it one-handed.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now here's Allen. There's the pick. Nobody near Melton. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Pacers trail by 6. Now Dunn shoots over Melton. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Ware's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. And look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that distance.
Dunn kicks to Ware. Pass to Williams. Now Christie. Here's Fleming. Drills the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Williams passes to Allen. Dunn against Melton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Chris Dunn picks one up.
4th team foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for 2.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths, shooting in the low 60s last season.
Free throw drops for Melton. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Pacers trail by 5. Pass to Fleming. Here's Christie. Indiana moving the ball around. Six on the shot clock. Excellent D there from Allen.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Right at the free throw line. Chalk up 2 there. Allen's got 5 now.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Williams against Dick.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Williams in the post. He's got 10. That shot missing. Trailblazers leading by 7. Melton feeling it out a bit. Pass to Eubanks. Bounce past Dick. Now Eubanks. Here's Lopez. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night. Williams dishes to Ware. Now Christie. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Dick in the corner with the shot. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. And it's an 11-point Portland lead.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Now here's Williams. It's good from long range. Williams has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Pacers.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Back to Dick. Pass to Melton. Front past the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, you look at the score in this game, it's not reflective of the night he's had. He's struggling.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Fleming.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Dick. Williams with the block. And we've reached the end of the third. We're not in front. They're up by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Come on, we got to have some presence down there. Not just try to outscore them. We got to have them feel us. We got to make it hard on them.
Well, that's a staple of Coach Carlisle's game plan, isn't it? Wanting his guys to play with purpose on the defensive end.
And really, it's what makes him such a great coach. When the defense isn't up to par, he's going to hold his guys accountable.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Luka Doncic's out there with Allen. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Lopez in at the center. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Aggressive move, but that was great D to prevent the easy bucket.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Ware, and he goes in for the dunk.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And here are the Trailblazers now. The Pacers making the shot. And here's Doncic from the arc. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. Williams against Thompson. Williams in the post. Over Thompson. The shot by Williams, no good. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They led by as many as 18 points. Leonard kicks to Thompson. Leonard against Thompson. Fires the 3. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Christie the pass to Dunn. Williams against Thompson. A shot by Williams, no good. Trailblazers leading by 6. Doncic dishes to Allen. Inside, Lopez. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Doncic with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Here's Leonard. Leonard running the floor.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Checked in for Portland. George is checked in for Indiana. Demon comes in for Chris Dunn. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Has to wear. Now, Christie. Outside, George. To end the run. Portland grabs the miss. Thompson's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Here's the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And so it's Indiana with it after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. From 17 feet out, and again, it's Portland converted.
He's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
On the wing, Christie. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And here's Portland. A 12-0 run right now and counting. Doncic kicks to Johnson. Outside Leonard. Pass to Doncic. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Doncic has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Portland. Pacers trail by 18. Here's Demon. Now, here's George. Takes the three. Indiana again missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now, here's George. After Luka Doncic's miss, here's Demon. The shot's good on the assist by George.
For three.
George has got 3 assists in the game. Blazers on offense. They're on a 15-3 run right now. Thompson finds Doncic. Johnson outside. Pass to Thompson. On the wing, Doncic. And another three for Portland.
And there's no shortage of fight in Doncic. He's a counter-puncher. Hit him with a three, and he is coming right back at you.
Now, here's George. Here's Ware. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Demon. Second shot opportunity. Nice D from Doncic.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
And Ware pulls it down. Pacers trail by 18. Pass to Thompson. Here's Demon. Lopez covering. To the middle. Here's Ware. Shoots over Doncic. Ware, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Portland. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Fires the three. Kept alive. Gets the bucket and the foul. Ware, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Williams is checked in for the Pacers. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Yeah, there's a lot to love about Brook Lopez's game. A veteran center who can stretch the floor and also make big contributions on the defensive end.
Now, here's George. Thompson, a screen on Johnson. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Portland leading by 19. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Doncic over Demon. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Johnson. Doncic has got 13 points in just this quarter. And here's George. Nailed from three-point land.
And George, such a confident player. He's also terrific at recognizing when he's in his zone.
Thompson passes to Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on George.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
At the line for your Trailblazers, Keldon Johnson, taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
Well, you know Johnson's a guy who likes to use that size and physicality to his advantage.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Demon. George sets a screen. And it's Demon missing. Trailblazers leading by 19. Leonard dishes to Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The defense doesn't want to give Doncic an inch of space inside. That's why he's at the line so much.
At the line for Portland, Luka Doncic taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
Christie can't make it. Trailblazers leading by 20. Puts the move on. Here's Lopez. And good work on the boards that make up the second chance points. Lopez has got 9 points here in the second half. Williams goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
Strong player. When you foul Williams, you really have to make sure you foul him.
The Pacers making a change here. Williams has checked in.
At the line for 1.
That one misses for Williams.
And they've only got a slight edge on the board, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Doncic. Pacers with the rebound. Outside Williams. That one is good.
Lethal in that area. Williams has the athletic ability and finesse to score in so many ways.
Timeout, Blazers.
Timeout. Start it.
Fans, let's give a big round of applause for your dance teams.
Player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row. They turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. Outside Lopez. Now Leonard from deep. Williams with the rebound. Outside George. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 6. That one misses. Trailblazers leading by 18. Here's Thompson. Now Johnson. Thompson outside.
2 minutes.
Now Doncic.
2 minutes.
Fires the 3. Cleared away by George. Pacers trail by 18. Takes the shot. And it misses. Portland has gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Doncic outside. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Leonard! Johnson outside. Here's Doncic. Another chance here. No good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Both teams deciding to change it up. All right, here's Williams. Right side, Martin. 5 to shoot. And get the 3. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. 22 is their biggest lead.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Portland.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Luka Doncic.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
And enjoy the rest of your day.
Why you seem to pick it up offensively down the stretch. What changed for you?
I just started to knock down shots, got my rhythm going, my teammates found me, and just kept going from there.
It helps when the shots actually go in. Shooters got to keep shooting. Thanks, Kawhi.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Luka Doncic.
Gotta believe in knowing. She back at the house, she into and they going, yeah. Honeymoon out in Aspen, it's snowing, yeah. She in the cut, got a, she want the pie, I don't know what got it in the car, and the got a nightlife. I'm popping the G6, I'm on the G6, shut up, still I'm flowing. Get up and get up and get up. Yeah, I didn't ride through the streets in a clan to come here and get by. Feel like a Dubai, feel like Tupac. Riding a new drive.